Hi. Hi. Hi.
I couldn't find the video I wanted to play, so we'll just go right into it.
I think the video was me going, hi. Maybe that was the video.
I can at least do a little swirly.
Is that okay to say?
I don't know. We'll find out.
We'll find out. Where are the bots? There's my cool shirt.
Oh, that is cool.
Isn't that neat? Five Below. So look where I went to eat tonight.
Which one was it?
Rallies.
Or...
Yeah.
We don't have checkers, do we?
I don't think so. I don't think we do. I'm trying to. So yeah, I got back a little bit ago. I went to a new store today. Actually, it is a new store. Actually, he opened up about a year ago. He said, and it's down in Soulard, and it is called Frenchtown Records. So
I haven't heard of it.
Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. And he's hopefully, he's going to need a bigger location at some point because he's got lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff.
So I bought a Christmas present for myself.
Awesome.
Yeah. Christine was talking about something she saw online called Lazy Christmas. Have you heard of this?
No.
Lazy Christmas. It's where this woman online, there's a whole bunch of us online, right? And everybody's got a hack and everybody's got an idea and it works for them and you see how it works for you and you go from there, right? So she read one about a woman who does Lazy Christmas. And she's like, I've had it with trying to do all this shopping. It's stressful every year. And when you get things for people, they don't always, especially like the kids, they don't always appreciate it. So you spend all this time stressing and freaking out and be out shopping or online shopping. She said, the hell with it. Kind of like Seinfeld in a Halloween mask. The hell with it. And she gives the kids or everybody in the family, right, the immediate family, $300. Here's $300. Go buy whatever you want, but you can't just buy it and open it and have it. You buy it, bring it home, order it, have it sent to the house, and it goes under the tree immediately. Then on Christmas morning, it stays. I don't think they even wrap it. Hey, Mrs. Casey. And they don't even wrap it. If it's like an Amazon shipment, they just put it under the tree.
So wait a minute. She gives everyone $300 and they can buy whatever they want, but it has to go right under the tree?
Yep. And then Christmas morning, they all get together and open their boxes. Everybody's happy. Everybody gets what they want.
Why did I buy this for myself?
What is this? That does suck if you use your $300 on a drunk ordering situation.
When did I order this?
Or you get caught in a Papa Pete, damn you, GoGameGo moment, and you just order whatever the hell we're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll have a white Christmas or not, but right now we have a wet Christmas going on here, man. It is miserable out.
I want to hear from Pete too about this because there's a big storm system going through up north. I mean, it's going through the whole country. I mean, Texas is really getting nailed and with bad storms, but those are like storms. So, right. But they have like snow up north, and they're going to get dumped on again. I think Buffalo had 67 inches about 3 weeks ago.
Something like that. Was crazy. They always get a ton of snow.
Whew. That's just crazy. Don't act like he's wrong. I missed it. What am I missing?
Luke said, "Hey, old guys." Casey said, "Who you calling old, Luke?"
Oh shoot!
Remember that segment we had? Do I still even have it? Oh yeah, old man injury update. I went out to get the mail, and I thought I was going to throw my back out. I started hurting, and it just started hurting again.
Oh my God. Was it like a sharp pain, or was it just like an ache?
It's like a muscle like going.
I hate those.
But it's gone away. But that's usually a sign that something bad is about to happen. Like my back's about to go out.
Quick, eat a banana. Maybe you need potassium.
I don't have a banana.
Can't they just develop like an old man game where it's just like, you suffer a back injury because you go to the mailbox. You answer the phone and your wrist is way out. Checking traffic and your neck, now you're stuck.
I've got this weird pain in my elbow. Won't go away. Like comes down the arm and the elbow. Like if I just bump it against the wall or something. Oh my God, it's killing me.
Really? So it's like that?
Yeah, like right now it's fine. But sometimes when I go to pick something up, like a drink, sometimes it'll just kind of hurt in the forearm. Like, damn. I did just go to the doctor for the first time in like 4 years though. Oh,
wow. Yeah, I go every year. Of course I have to. I'm a felon. No, I am not. I am not. No. That's my probation officer. I don't have one of those. I don't.
Not anymore.
Anything like that.
Hey, yeah. Kyle. How you doing?
Kyle, it's nasty here today, isn't it? It's just the weather. It's poopy here.
It's only 47.
What?
That sounds pretty young right now.
That is very young right now. He's got me beat by a decade and plus. Yeah, I just said it.
I can't get rid of this cough. My voice is all raspy.
Have you talked to the cough? Perhaps a little discussion.
Go away. Get out of here.
I don't think you want to be here. I'm going to call my friend Vinny. Vinny going to come over. He's going to get rid of you. You can do this the hard way, or you can do it the easy way.
I think it sounds like it's really pouring right now.
It could be. It was pretty dang rainy when I came home. Were you out today? Did you go?
I had to go into work. When I came home, it was just pouring throughout the city. Then by the time I got to the county, time I get home, there was like no rain at all.
Yep.
I don't know if it rained during the day. I have no idea, but
it did. It did. Because you're pretty much in line with my work, so we got some at work, but it wasn't a ton. It was just off and on, drizzly, not big thing. That's back. Coldest Christmas in a while here.
Wow, you're down in Texas too.
Yeah. So tell us, are the storms there? Are they just storms? Or are they bringing in a cold blast as well? Because man, there was just they had some bad. I don't know how widespread it was, but they were showing some damage to buildings and things. So
47 is old, Casey.
It's not.
Casey snaps back with, not compared to you guys.
That's an exact. It's all relative, isn't it? It's like, you're old. And how young are you, you smart ass? Well. So I got a Coca-Cola and those rally fries. And
I haven't been there in years.
I hadn't either. I just knew I was going to be out. I went down to, like I said, here's their sticker that you can get at the store. Frenchtown Records. Soulard. Really cool place. Knowledgeable guys. Even Sam, the younger gentleman that was working there today too. I met the owner, David, and it's Frenchtown Records, Antiques, and More. So yeah, I've the first thing I saw in there was the first Zebra record on vinyl. So, and they have new vinyl. The thing about the store was it really hit on a bunch of my levels. There were certain records I was seeing that I'm like, wow, what? And he had one of my favorite metal albums. If anybody's into metal, JD, you may probably already know about this band already, but it's a band called Halloween. And Jeff, when I was working with your wife, there was a gentleman there who was selling CDs, and they were like really cheap. And I bought them, and I had Halloween's Keeper of the Seven Keys, Part 1 on vinyl, and he had Part 1 and Part 2 on CD, and I bought them. I had to buy them both. Yeah, the first 4 Zebra albums are all really good. And the live, yes, thanks for saying so. Such a good live record. That is one of, if you haven't heard the Zebra live record, it's very good. It's one of my favorite all-time live records that I've ever heard. Not like I've heard a million of them, because I don't really love live stuff, but
yeah, I don't either. I was thinking about that today. I just assume listen to the CD of
right.
And because most of the time, I don't know, when they go live, I don't know. I remember the first time I ever went to a concert, I don't know how old I was, but I remember thinking, God, this sucks. This doesn't sound like the music. I just want to go home, put on my LP or whatever it was at the time, and listen to that. Like, come on, you guys are like dragging the song out and making the audience sing. It's like, I didn't pay to listen to these yahoos sing. That drives me crazy when they ask the audience to sing. I'm like, no, I don't want to hear them sing.
Oh man. This joker behind me sounds like shit. I don't want to hear him. I just want to hear you. Just do your song. Yeah, I have multiple stories to that. The first one is Christine was upset when we saw Foreigner, and her favorite Foreigner tune, pretty much her favorite Foreigner tune, is Jukebox Hero. She just loves it. It's an exciting song for her to hear live, and she just likes it. It's not like she's running around going, oh, my favorite Foreigner song is, but when they played it, then they interjected a bunch of stuff. She's pissed after this. She's like, why did they have to put all that crap in there? Just play the song. Exactly. I love that song. Just play the song.
Hey, look, I'm just ahead.
What's that?
I look like I'm just ahead.
Because of your black outfit.
Yeah.
And the blackness behind you. I wish I'll see if I can find it. I'll see if I can find it while we're on the show, because it was funny. I think I told you about that. We went down and rode the Ferris wheel down at Union Station, and I wore my green Cardinal shirt, my green Cardinal jersey that somebody I got it at a thrift store. I got another Cardinal jersey that's a Pujols jersey that some guy just pulled off his back and gave it to me. I was at a gig, and I go,
he'll give you a shirt right off his back.
Right off his back. I said, cool shirt. And he goes, oh, well, here. Takes it off and gives it to him. I'm like, okay, thank you. So what's it? Whoa, JD says, yes, I know Halloween. Yes. Yeah, such good stuff. Such good stuff.
You know what I do now? I always have the chat popped out from the YouTube page along with what do you call it? StreamYard.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I just finally realized that I can enlarge that little pop out just like a normal web page. And so now, instead of every time on StreamYard or something, post something, I don't have to do this. So I have it so big over here, I can just sit back and
It's got a billboard over here. Hey, there you go.
It was.
I wish mine was like that. I do have a new computer coming though, so good things are on the horizon.
And I was going to ask you, I saw you were playing Mario Kart. Was it yesterday or the day before? Did you try out the new tracks?
Well, let me ask you. I went through all of the tracks. What were the new ones? That's what I need to double check, because I'm like, well, it seems like I've played all of these.
I know one of them is the Princess Peach Gardens or something like that from the DS.
Oh, well, now wait a minute. They also had that on the Wii, didn't they?
No, that was a DS only, I believe.
Okay, well, what was the one they had on the Wii?
I take it back. Maybe it was. I didn't play the Wii version very much.
Okay. Yeah, I think I didn't either. But well, I mean, I guess I did, but I didn't like it because there was just no way to catch up. That's what my big thing was. Well, let me see here. If I let me put this up here.
So I gotta try out those tracks this weekend.
Yeah, because we ought to do a run through with those on one of the next shows.
I know one of them was a Rainbow Road. I can't remember where it's from.
So I may have gone through them, but I was playing it a lot. I was just trying to go through, and it seems like I do really, really well, and then I just play like crap. I don't know what it is, or my kids just kick my ass. I'm like, whoo, I got a shot now, and then all of a sudden I'm sitting back in eighth place.
I'll be playing like what do you call it? The Grand Prix stuff.
Yep.
Over the cups. I'm like, oh man, I'm doing great. I'll go online and I'll be like in 5th place. I'm like, I'm doing all right. And the next thing it's like it's over and I'm in 11th place. Like, what just happened? Because I'll get hit by like 3 things in a row.
Yep. Been there, done that.
Oh.
Yep. And I cuss after everyone. So if you ever want to hear me on a steady roll of bad words, then that's pretty much it.
God.
Oh, the new holiday train level. Okay, see, I gotta.
Oh, that's right. There was a Christmas themed one, isn't there?
I gotta figure that out. Yeah, and because of I've been playing. Of course, I play Rocket League as well. All right, so if I go to single player, and I go to Grand Prix, and I go to 150, and I choose her, and I choose the car. Okay, so I got the mushroom cup, the shell cup.
I think you have to push up, don't you?
Okay, and I've got the golden dash cup.
That might be the newest one. I don't recognize that name.
Okay, it has Paris Promenade. I thought we already had that.
Yeah, we already had the Paris one.
And Toad Circuit, Choco Mountain, and Coconut Mall.
Yep, we had all those.
All right, and then they have the Lucky Cat Cup. That one is the one with the Ninja Hideaway, Sky Garden, Shroom Ridge,
first one, I believe.
Tokyo Blur. Turnip Cup, which is New York Minute, Mario Circuit 3, Calamari Desert, and Waluigi Pinball. We've had that.
Yep.
And the Sky High Sundae that's in Propeller Cup.
Yeah.
Rock Cup. Yes, Rock Cup.
What's that one?
That's the one with the London Loop, Boo Lake, Rock Mountain, and Maple Treeway. Is that a new one?
What else? That's only like 5. It should be 8.
Oh, there are. There's 10. There's 12. 12. Okay, and then there's Moon Cup. Oh, that's it. Moon Cup. Yeah, Berlin Byways, Peach Gardens.
Yep, Peach Garden.
Peach Gardens is from
the
Wii.
I always liked that. It was on.
But that's also on the.
Yeah, it could be. I know Mario Kart DS had that on there.
And then there's Merry Mountain and Rainbow Road.
Yeah, Rainbow Road.
Dude, I'll tell you what. I was playing one of those on another level, and I was just flying off. I'm like, what is going on? I thought I had the joystick down just right to where my son plays and kicks my ass all the time. But I don't know. I was just I had no traction whatsoever. Yeah, and then there's the ones to come are the Fruit Cup, Boomerang Cup, Feather Cup, Cherry Cup, Acorn Cup, and the Spiny Cup. Those are the other 6. So okay, so it is the Moon Cup is the new one. I like Maple Treeway from
That was pretty good.
That's a Wii one, right?
I don't remember. I honestly never played. That's probably my least played Mario Kart.
Well, with good reason. It just, like I say, it just wasn't. It wasn't. You weren't allowed to be competitive enough, as far as I was concerned. It just was silly.
Yeah, JWD. That will be nice for the new Mario Kart, man. This one's gonna last a long time. I can't remember. Is it? When did this one come out? Is it like 2014 on the Wii U? And then they put it on the Switch with a new battle mode. Yeah, it was. This one's been around a while.
Yeah,
I'm guessing this will be here until the new system comes out, and then since it's been so long, I bet they launch with a new Mario Kart because Mario Kart's their best-selling system. I mean, what a way to launch a new system with Mario Kart, geez.
Yeah, it still amazes me how long ago it was that Logan brought his Switch to Florida for us to play down there.
Well, it came out March of 17. We're closing in on 6 years. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, what a great game. And what a great way to expand on it. This is brilliant. I love it. You know?
Yeah, I wonder what they'll do for a new Mario Kart. They're going to start from scratch.
Yeah, I mean,
they're just going to. I don't know what they'll do because usually there's something new in Mario Kart. Like 8 had the gravity stuff. Double Dash, of course, had 2 people in a car, which is cool. I wish they would do a Mario Kart with that as an option.
Do you think maybe the new one will bring that back?
Maybe. I mean, people love that.
Yeah, I love that too. It's like seeing them flipping around, woohoo, and they'd switch out.
Yeah, that would be interesting. JWD, if we had almost like a Smash Brothers type approach to Mario Kart.
That would be great. Yeah.
I know when the arcade one years ago, Pac-Man was racer. That would be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, because what do we have now? Splatoon characters. Who else is in there?
Animal Crossing, Zelda.
Animal Crossing. Yeah.
I know some people don't like it. They just want to be Mario stuff, but I love it.
I do too. Oh, I forgot you can be Isabelle.
I can run her right off a cliff. Yeah, Glass Joe would be great on his bike.
So I was Isabelle on purpose so I could just drive her off any cliff available.
I did not get the Smurf cart. That's something I'll get like when it goes on sale.
I don't know. I mean, is it really good? I mean, I just don't like.
Pretty good.
Smurfs.
Man, I got on the Wii U. I got an F1 kart racer. I can't remember the name of it exactly.
Okay.
It was a few months before Mario Kart came out, and I loved that game. It was so good. But I mean, yeah, it's hard to compete with Mario Kart.
It is. Even you know the other one. It's tough to beat is CTR. You know, Crash Team Racing. You know, that's huge with me as well. The first one and the second one were both really good, and this the Nitro one that they have for the Switch is pretty good too.
Well, I didn't know there was. I didn't know there was a second one.
Yeah, they had. I think I have them both.
The second one on PS1 as well.
No,
PS2.
I don't think so. Unless I'm just I don't think I'm imagining all that. Team Racing. All right, so what do they have? Crash Team Racing. Modes, characters, development.
Yeah, there was a Crash Nitro Kart.
Yeah.
For Game Boy Advance, GameCube, PS2, Xbox, and Engage.
There you go. That one wasn't as good. The original and this new one that you can get on the Switch is really good. I like it. And I think it's just an updated version of the. Maybe that's what I'm wondering too.
JD says Mortal Kombat is one of the most fun driving games. Huh.
What?
I don't know why. Whenever I see MK, the first thing I think of is Mortal Kombat, not Mario. I don't know why. It just is.
Yeah, I don't think Mario Kart myself either. I think there was the Smurf games on Genesis and Super that stayed in Europe, but they were good platformers. Yeah. Do you have that? The Super Popeye? Super Nintendo Popeye?
No.
From the maker of River City Ransom was cool.
No, I didn't know there was a Popeye on Super Nintendo.
I didn't either. I just knew about the 8-bit one, right?
Yeah. I mean, the arcade, I think Popeye was on what? Intellivision, Atari. I guess it came to NES. I think it did, right?
I think so, unless I'm thinking of an Atari one. But I don't think so. I think I got it too. In the 90s, my wife worked for a company that would babysit St. Louis Blues players' kids so the wives could go to the home games. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wow, 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 wow. That's from, I need to just, I need to just get that little sliver out of that, out of my favorite, one of my other favorite new YouTube channels, which is Pitch Meeting. I just love that. Wow, 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 wow.
Hey, DJC's here.
What's up? I feel like I want to do like a Charlie Brown. What's up, Chuck?
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey. Who was your favorite character on Fat Albert?
Probably Muchmouth.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what that kid was talking about. Hey, baby.
What if you really talked like that all the time?
What I didn't like was that little Rudy kid. I didn't like him at all.
Yeah.
I might as well call him Scrappy Doo. Because I didn't like him.
Is he the one that had the big buck teeth and bowl cut?
He had a big hat on all the time, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. No, right. That's what I was thinking. Really? You think? Nah, come on.
The little kid, the little one?
He played guitar. The little one was supposed to be Bill, right? With the bowl cut. Farley was on longer. Well, that's like, who do you like better? There's one for Pete. If you're going to go that route, Sherman T. Potter or why can't I say his name? Who was before him? Colonel Blake?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're going to go that way, I mean, he wasn't on as long as Potter, but
I liked him better than Potter, though.
You what?
I liked him better than Potter.
Yeah, me too.
I just thought it was hilarious.
He was.
The guy who voiced Fat Albert, a Fat Albert character, also did Orca. Oh, a character. Wait a minute. You talking about just a character on Fat Albert or Fat Albert himself? Because I thought Cosby did the voice, didn't he? Of Fat Albert?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't. Well, I guess he didn't do them all, but so maybe that's what.
You sure?
I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Well, I'm interested now. Now I want to know. I mean, because
Mushmouth versus the Swedish Chef. I'll take the Swedish Chef because he's hilarious.
he is hilarious. Yeah, that's good stuff. All right, so Fat Albert. We're learning a lot tonight.
Pete says he liked Potter and Blake the same.
What?
Potter gets a slight tilt for him. He loves Harry Morgan.
Sherman T. Potter. Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids.
There he goes. He says he thinks it's the guy who wears the mask. Isn't that Mushmouth?
Yeah.
Guy wears the mask. And he cut holes out for his eyes.
Yeah.
What was wrong with that guy?
I don't know. But what was that hat made out of? That's all I want to know, too. I mean,
to me, it looked like it was made out of circus peanuts.
It looks like a waste can. And he just flipped it upside down, put it on his head, and then cut the whole eye holes out.
Cracker Jack cereal turned the milk into caramel flavored goodness.
Cracker Jack
I didn't know there was a Cracker Jack cereal. Is it new or is it old? And did it come with a prize? Trapper versus BJ. Trapper all day for me.
Yeah, Trapper. I still liked BJ's character for the most part.
Oh yeah, I liked him. But
it just was different and not the, I liked all that humor they had in that first couple seasons with those kind of off the cuff characters. It seemed like it was a little more off the cuff.
Oh my gosh, it was so good the first 2 or 3 years, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, welcome. Thanks for dropping by. 4G.
Hey, so I was looking. I found the Fat Albert thing. So there's Fat Albert Robertson, who was done by Bill Cosby.
His last
singing was done by Michael Gray.
I didn't know he had a last name. Didn't know it
either. That's why I thought I'd read it. I'm like, Robertson. So there's James Mushmouth Mush, and that's voiced by Bill Cosby.
Wait a minute. He got the name Mushmouth because his last name was
Mush.
Not because of the way he talked?
Not because of the way he talked. But he was the bass player, though. He always wears a red knit hat with a blue scarf and always speaks in virtual Ubidubi. That's what they call it, Ubidubi.
His parents should have had him checked. Frank Burns versus Charles Winchester III.
Oh, Burns every day. No matter how annoying he was.
That might be the biggest gap, I think.
That is. Yeah. Yeah. And then there was Dumb Donald Parker. And that was voiced by Lou Scheimer, who also did a lot of other voices. If you notice a little shake in my camera.
What a name. Dumb Donald.
Dumb Donald.
Was so dumb.
How dumb was he?
He should have gone on a Match Game.
Louis Scheimer was an American producer, and because I remember that was his logo that would spin around. Was an American producer and voice actor who was one of the original founders of Filmation. Yes, who did that? He was also credited as an executive producer of many of its cartoons. They did Batman, Superman, Tarzan, Brave Star.
JWD, I've never heard of Hogue Nose and Booger.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Never released Atari Jaguar launch title. Interesting.
Okay, I have this wrong. I forgot about Mushmouth. Okay, so Mushmouth is he's like the Michael Nesmith of the Cosby Kids. Because he's just the one that had the stocking cap on and the and the scarf. Dumb Donald
Oh.
Parker is and he did the right.
Oh, okay. I'm getting those mixed up.
Dumb Donald Parker is the one with the over his face. He always wears a green long-sleeved jersey, 3 sizes too big, and a pink stocking knit cap covering his entire face except his eyes and mouth.
Interesting.
In the Junkyard Band, he plays a trombone made out of plumber's pipe and a Morning Glory horn from an old phonograph. Yeah. In the Fat Albert film, which I never saw. And while in the real world, Donald takes off his cap and learns that he has a handsome face. Oh, that's so nice.
That sounds ridiculous.
That does sound stupid.
So why wasn't this?
That sounds dumb.
Why wasn't this finished Atari Jaguar game, Hognose and Booger, on the Atari 50? I don't think it is. I don't remember seeing that. If it was finished, why didn't they put it on there?
Hognose and Booger.
Right now.
Oh, are we gonna get fired because we just said Booger?
Booger.
Booger.
Shelley Long versus Kirstie Alley. Oh my god.
How do you do that? That's apples and oranges. That's like
kind of like Pete was saying, MASH was kind of like 2 different shows, the first few seasons and the rest.
Yep.
Cheers was definitely 2 different shows once Shelley Long left, because you didn't really. It was interesting because you got to see Sam Malone, basically like he was before Diane came.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because once she came, he was a different guy, but then when she left and Rebecca got there, he kind of reverted back to that character that we didn't really see.
Yep. The shallow dude going after Kirstie Alley. What movie was Kirstie Alley in just before that?
I don't know.
And what rock star was in it? Pete will be able to tell us, I'm sure. JD would probably be able to tell us. JW would definitely be able to tell us, I think. Now I'm just throwing all this out. And not trying to make anybody any smarter than anybody else. Just
God help all the kids in the 70s that were named Albert. God help you if you're overweight, man. That'd have you a brutal time.
Hey, Kurt, do you remember when they used to do that? When they'd have the Friday night show that would preview all the Saturday morning shows you're going to see the next day? I just loved those shows.
I say this thing all the time. It's so funny. You're like school on a Saturday. No class.
I do that at school. I've said that at school. Yeah, that was a surprise. I was like, whoa, when I saw that.
Yeah, it sounds like she found out she had cancer towards the end.
Yeah, she was in that. Yep, right. And but there were no rock stars in that one. I'm thinking of a specific show. In fact, the star of the show, I guess we never knew, didn't know. That's not a big deal. I guess now we know him as he's gay, and we never would have thought about that throughout his career. I guess that's true. Is that right? Is that what Tom Selleck?
I'm not sure who you're talking about.
Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck?
Yeah. Isn't he gay?
I don't think so.
I thought that's what the whole. Again, it doesn't matter. It's not a.
I don't know. I don't ever remember hearing that.
I guess that's what kind of pisses me off right now is that I just friggin' said that. And does it really frickin' matter? No, it doesn't matter. It's just, I don't know. It's so stupid how it doesn't matter. It just, why is that even a whatever? Forget I ever said
Well, it's interesting if it's Tom Selleck because he was such a.
Well, like Rock Hudson, right?
Right. I mean, if it's Chris Farley. It's just because Tom Selleck was considered like the
ladies' man,
the cream of the crop back then in the 80s. That's
right.
Should we call him?
Well, yes. Yes.
Tom, we have a question for you.
William Shatner is a rock star,
and he's in his 90s.
And he's been in space.
You ever watch his show, Unexplained?
No, okay. I have seen some of it, not on purpose. I think somebody had it on at school or something. Just ask him. Yeah, no, it wasn't Shatner.
No, Pete. I was trying to call Tom Selleck.
Talking John
You're just being
Travolta.
ridiculous.
John Travolta was a pop star. But look who's talking. That's another good choice.
I didn't know she was in this many movies.
Yeah. The one I'm thinking of is an action film, a science fiction action film. Actually, there was another a very beautiful actor in this one as well, too, at the same time, who later would be in, I'm giving away all the clues now, she would be in Dirty Dancing. I own it on DVD, if that means anything. Doesn't mean
anything. Crash Nitro Kart from Pete.
Yes. You can't call Chris Farley, Jeff. Wait, you can't call Chris Farley Jeff, or you can't call Chris Farley Jeff.
Well, let's see. How did he phrase? Let's see.
It does have a.
He did it right. He did it right. Yes.
Right. He did it right. I was just giving him a little credit.
Well, Pete, I got about as good of a chance of reaching Chris Farley on the phone as I do Tom Selleck.
Yeah, let's not split hairs here.
That's probably the one.
They're both pretty impossible right now for us at this
Brian,
moment.
welcome to the show. Hello.
Might as well be dead. Which please don't be, Tom. I'm not telling you to be dead. I'm just saying.
Yo.
Is that the mic man?
Yes. Mike here.
So maybe the new year, maybe what we ought to do is plan to do Rocket League just after the new year. Maybe the first show of the new year, or do a Mario Kart the first of the new year. Or do we do the Mario Kart at the end of the month to ring in the new year?
Oh, Mike said that's our logo. I'm like, what are you talking about? I forgot to switch the.
That was we were clickbaiting you, Mike, to get you to come on and chat with us. Whatever it takes, Mike. Whatever it takes. Still, nobody's guessing. Nobody's giving me the right answer for that movie that
I think that's all the Kirstie Alley movies people know.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Maybe they don't know this one. It's one word. And here's your.
Wait, are we playing charades all of a sudden?
Yeah. Kirstie Alley was in a Prince music video, early 90s. Oh, My Name is Prince. Interesting.
JWD, I know the exact episode you're talking about. Yeah, episode 2. Michael J. Fox was on.
Huh.
I think it might be the real Santa too. Elbow says Jennifer Grey.
No. This actress went on to be a pop star as well. She joined a band that existed. Yep, there you go. Runaway. Who was the rock star, JD, in that movie? Pete can tell us too. Whoever wants to tell us. Whoever's wants to chat in first. He's the one. Actually, Luke sent me something with this person that had autographed something in my package when they sent me the my Intellivision stuff. So the other person, the other woman that was in Runaway was Cynthia Rhodes. Yes. What? Mean Gene Okerlund Simmons. Yeah, Gene Simmons. Thank you, Luke. There's Luke. Yeah.
Or if
Yeah,
you're the Iron
Renegades.
Sheik, you would say Gene Mean.
Gene Mean.
I don't know why he always said that, but it was hilarious every time.
And Jane Simmons? No. Or you can go by his real name, which is Chaim Witz. Chaim Witz.
Scallywag says he doesn't have any idea what we're talking about. He's going to say Dirk Benedict. I like that.
I still remember when recently I found that first season of A-Team. Do you ever find like the first season of a show and you're like, you know what? It's super cheap or something. And you're like, I'll get that because it's the first season, best season oftentimes. And you're like, that's all I really need to own. Just give me the first season and that's enough. Yes, Cynthia Rhodes. She was in Animotion. Thank you. My Obsession. They had that hit. And their singer left and Cynthia Rhodes popped in.
Wait a minute. She popped in after their hit?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That was bad timing.
That was
I couldn't even name a second song from them. That's all I know.
I know, me too. I don't know. The movie trivia chat that was built into web TV back in the 90s.
Oh, wow.
No, but I would love something like that.
That's interesting. Big Block.
Paul had to carry the load for Kiss in the 80s. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Big Block. Yeah, you're right. I mean, you know, and carrying the weight is a relative thing too, right? That's my favorite word these days. It's all relative. I mean, you know, Gene did what he did. He got in the spotlight. He was dating Cher. He was dating fudge. Why can't I say her name? Diana Ross. You know, just this. He had this whole highbrow thing going on. So I mean, you know, Gene did what he did. He wanted to be an actor. Really didn't happen. But what was the movie that he was in? Is dressed like a woman. Like it's kind of similar, I think, to when Kurt Russell dressed up like a woman in Tango and Cash. I can't remember what movie that was. Do you remember? You remember Armed and Dangerous with John Candy and Eugene Levy? Yeah. No.
Never saw it.
Oh, dude, you should watch that. That's funny. I want to know who likes that one. Armed and Dangerous. I can't even ruin one of my favorite lines until you've seen it.
Wait a minute. We just had Luke and JWD say the same thing. Never too young to die. What's that in reference to?
Oh. Maybe respect Mr. Roper. Web TV. Yeah, I don't know. Family Jewels. Oh, it was a very good show. His whole family was. It was an okay show. Again, first season, maybe first season, second season, but that third season. I mean, come on, that episode where he goes camping, and there's a bear in the campsite,
and then
he's wearing the red onesie pajama thing. I'm like, come on. It was so contrived. I about puked.
Oh, Never Too Young to Die. Gene Simmons movie in drag.
Oh, that's it. Thank you. Okay. I've never seen it. I just knew that he did it.
I like that Chuck's watching our show on his web TV.
Yeah. Is there trivia? Wait. Yes, we're doing trivia.
Hey, we have 3 people watching live on Facebook. I think that's like the most we've ever had on Facebook at one time.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's cool.
Very nice. That's one of those things, you know. Let's see. There it is. Armed and Dangerous is one of my favorite movies, Chuck says. Eugene Levy and Candy are so amazing. Yeah. The line comes up, Jeff, when you see it. the line comes up when they're in drag. So I just don't want to ruin the line because it's so funny. I've used it before.
Scalawag says he has old tech. I can see it in your little picture here.
I know, right?
That's awesome.
I don't call it old tech. I call it classic tech.
Well, I tell you, a YouTube channel that goes over like old tech from the 70s and 80s is a channel called Tech Moan, all one word.
Tech Moan.
It's an English guy. He goes. Oh my god, it's so cool. He picks up his old stuff and then he, sometimes he'll take it apart, see what made it work.
Wow,
it's really neat. He's the guy where I learned that there was a third format besides HD DVD and Blu-ray.
What? Really?
Yeah, there was a third one out at the same time, and he he got a hold of a player, but he couldn't find any actual movies. He found some like DVD of some kid show, but for a while he wasn't even sure if they even put any movies out. And then someone watching just sent him a bunch of movies from that format.
Is that the one? What was the format that was? I bought a DVD player when Armageddon came out on DVD. That was my first DVD. I bought the DVD player and Armageddon. And what was the format that was on there?
It wasn't just DVD?
No, it was like DVD. It had another.
Do you still have it?
No, it's long gone. Long gone. You know what's kind of funny is how, speaking of equipment and stuff like that, what's kind of funny to me is how you ask people if they have a Blu-ray player, or I gave a friend a CD the other day, not long ago, not the other day. It's been a few weeks ago. I ordered it and had it sent to his house as a thank you for helping me out with our fence. And I said, week later, I'm like, hey, have you had a chance to check it out? I know you're busy, blah, blah, blah. And it's tough to sit down and just try to really absorb a 2-disc album. And he goes, I got to find my CD player first. So, I mean, have you ever thought about that where you're like, like I asked somebody else, do you have a Blu-ray player? And they're like, I don't think so. Well, what game systems do you have? I have a PS1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, 3 and 4 are Blu-ray players. HD VMD? No.
This is the third format that was out at the same time as Blu-ray.
Okay.
HD DVD back when it first started.
Okay. Yeah, just like Beta lost to VHS. Yes.
Well, the Blu-ray HD DVD battle, I don't know why anybody didn't see that coming, but you knew Blu-ray would win because of what was it? PS3 at the time?
Yeah.
Like that's built in. That's going to win.
Right. Oh, that was a rhyme.
That's right.
That's right.
And then you knew the Xbox thing was going to fall apart because it came later.
Let me see if I can. So what was that? Like, when was that I got my DVD player? Armageddon came out in what?
Man, I have no idea.
I don't either. See, I'm not seeing it even. It's kind of weird because it was on the player. This is disgusting that I can't think of this. And I was the same way. And then I went to a pawn shop recently. Do you remember that? Was I talking about that? And the discs were so cheap. I just bought them for the covers. because the covers, it was the H. What was it? HD
DVD.
Yeah, HD DVD, and they came in red covers. Yeah, and I don't know. I'm like, what do these play on? And they're like, yeah, nothing really. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just buy them for the covers.
They play on the 360 if you have their add-on for it.
Oh, really? If only I'd known. Because I think I got Sleepy Hollow like that. Because I had the red cover. And then once I realized I wasn't going to be able to use it, I just took it out and I used the red cover to put my red movie in.
Yeah, Scallywag. I was talking about this a couple weeks ago, I think. There was an HD VHS player and tapes.
Yes, I remember.
Right around year 2000 or so. 1080i. I was watching a guy, he was showcasing that. He had the movie, he had that on tape, and he had it on Blu-ray.
Wow.
And the version he had on tape looked better than the Blu-ray version. So that's how good it was. It's amazing. It's kind of crazy they even thought about that. I mean, high def tape.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Oh, we both hit it.
Oh, yeah.
Universal Studios Hollywood.
Mario World is opening up.
Huh?
Super Nintendo World, I should say.
With a Mario Kart ride.
Lance, how far away are you from Universal Studios?
About 30 minutes, but it takes 3 hours to get there. By copter, I could be there in 10. Some days you wonder, how much does it cost to rent a helicopter and have him drop one of those rope ladders like in the Batman movie when he had a shark hanging off his leg? How about that? How about that? Do you think that's how come that scene is never talked about instead of Fonzie jumping the shark? Batman had a shark on his leg.
In all fairness, he's Batman.
How kick-ass is that?
And he was punching him. I love that too.
So, Robin, you're saying he jumped a shark. Okay. Well, if you remember correctly, in our film, I had a shark on my leg.
Oh, look at this. Lance is only about 40 minutes away.
And it takes 4 hours to get there.
Tell you what, Lance, if we ever take a vacation to go to Universal, we're going to stop by and see Lance Jennings.
Lance, you realize we're going to be talking now. I have some things to talk to you about. Or about which to talk. But Dirk Benedict, face and Starbuck. Yeah. Wouldn't it be neat if he was the face of Starbucks?
Instead of that mermaid girl thing they have on there? Whatever that is.
Yeah, the little...
I don't know what that is.
I don't either. It's
kind of weird.
I don't know. It's probably some... I won't say it. I'm going to get in trouble. I'm not going to say anything.
I was playing 2 games on the Switch I haven't played in a while. King Oddball and Battleship. Battleship is so good on the Switch.
Wow.
It sounds ridiculous, but
no, it doesn't.
The best part is it's cross-platform with mobile. So you can literally go on, you can go in the game anytime, day or night, pick you want to play an online match, and you're matched up within a few seconds.
Wow.
So you can, that's the best part, is having a Battleship to play whenever you want. Plus it has that commander's mode. So it's not the same old Battleship. It's a whole different thing. You have different commanders you can pick. They have different special abilities they can do, and different shaped arenas, or whatever you want to call them.
Just for my sake, there may be other people who are like this. I'm not a here's one. I'm not a detail guy, right? So I love Retro Bowl. I love that game, but when it comes to all of the extra stuff that you can do in it, I'm not the best at doing all of that. You know, hey, we've already started. But anyway, is there a mode when you're getting ready to play a new Battleship game where you can just say random, just put my freaking boats out there in a random order? Or do you always have to pick it?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I'll have to check that out tonight.
Okay. Because I wouldn't mind that if it just randomly, if I could just, I don't always want to sit there and go,
Yeah, but when I pick them out, when I do the placement, I think I'm being really smart. Like, they'll never guess this. I'm a genius.
You sunk my battleship, son of a bitch. I thought I had it.
Well, Lance has sent this, but look at this. This is Bowser's Castle.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. Wouldn't it be cool if they could just, I mean, here's, I do have to answer this first. So Born Distracted wanted to know how often I pick up videos. I pick them up whenever I find them. I mean, I'm always on the hunt for cheap, as cheap as I can get it. So like the other day when I picked up What's Love Got to Do with It, because it deals with music, right? So I'm always over that. For $5 I picked up that laser disc of What's Love Got to Do with It. Those funky bells means that is worth a chuckle. But then I go by the library, and that's where I picked up, I was talking about Operation Mekong, and I picked up that I Am a Taxi Driver and I Am a Hero, which is, I'm like, what is this about? It's a whole futuristic, not really future. I mean, it actually happens like now, and it's about a whole epidemic that happens and turns people into these horrid zombies characters. And so I haven't watched the end of it yet. It gets kind of gross.
Zombies are always getting a bad rap in movies.
Yeah, well, I mean, their eyes get all funky and weird. That's what's trippy with this one. And their bodies kind of bend out of into a weird shape. That's trippy. It's trippy. It's like a cross between zombies and The Exorcist. So, and the worst situation with zombies, they run. And they will just pounce like cats. So it's called I Am a Hero. If you like those kind of films, check it out.
Yeah, I was just looking, JD, for Battleship, and it hasn't gone under $10 except for one time, I think, in the last 2 years.
See, and that's what I was gonna just do. I was just gonna see.
I got it for like $4, I think.
Oh wow,
it was really cheap.
Keep an eye out for it. I'm looking it up now.
I mean, if you like Battleship, even for $10, it's worth it, because the fact that you can go on and play online against people anytime you want.
Yeah.
Because at first I was like, well, how many people are going to be on their Switch playing Battleship? But
a lot.
It crosses with the mobile game. There's people on there all the time.
All right, so I'm going to search. Yeah, I'll search for it. Let's see. Battle. Come on. Da-da-da. Have you watched anything else recently? Have you been getting through any of your series stuff?
No, I haven't watched. I haven't watched anything old.
Okay.
It's been a while. I was through season 3 or 4 on Too Close for Comfort, and I've just run out of time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so there's Battleship, and then there's Battleship War
on the Switch or movie.
Yeah. Battleship War, Time to Sink the Fleet is $3.99 right now. Battleship is $20.
I'm guessing Battleship War is probably not a Hasbro game or whoever owns that.
Mm-hmm. It's a has not, bro. That's so terrible.
Yeah,
it looks the same though. You got a grid.
Yeah, but it's probably going to be. It's either just all against the computer.
Oh, I got you.
I mean, you can't even do it with 2 people in the room because you'll see.
Right. Play
That's
the
the beauty
classic
of the
sea
actual
battle game.
Battleship game is, you're playing some online, so
Yeah.
it's just like playing someone in your, like the real game in your home.
Yeah.
But it's better because of the commander mode. That makes it so much more fun.
2 players.
Scallywag. I watched In-Betweeners a while back. I don't know if it was when it first came out. I'm not sure, but I absolutely love that show. It's one of my all-time favorite comedies. And they also did at least 2 movies I saw, and those were great.
In-Betweeners. What is that?
That show is so good. It's about it takes place in England. It's about like 4 losers, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, they're decent kids, but according to the rest of high school kids, they're losers pretty much.
Right.
And one of the kids is new, and he comes in and he starts hanging out with them. And the show was just hilarious. I would highly recommend that to anybody.
Hey, one of the commanders on Battleship. Whoa! Were you able to nuke a whole line?
Yes, that's one of the commanders has that. But see, every time you take a hit, you get a point. And then every time it's your turn, you get a point. So as you build up points, you can do different things. You can drop a sonar to see if there's any ships in that area.
Okay.
There's all other things, but they all have like one big, huge thing they can do. And that particular commander is, he can do a vertical or a horizontal line of just all bombs at once.
Oh my God. There's also the one thing we haven't mentioned, or did you already mention? Oh, they had one where you could drop it in the middle of 4.
Yeah, and then they have one where you get to pick 5 spots that you want to bomb, any 5, and so you just pick them at random, or pick them however you want, and then you hit the button, and the 5 bombs will come out and hit, and hopefully you got a hit, because that way you can keep playing.
And the one thing we haven't mentioned yet, it takes place over time. I mean, there's all kinds of different styles of fighters here.
Yes.
So there's like, isn't that like a woman Viking?
Yeah, she's in there.
And then there's like
and these people unlock as you play through. I think I've got everything unlocked.
One of the commanders' name is Curse Lake. The guy in blue, who's really ugly. Ugly. He's wicked looking. Yeah. No, not like Roper. But
Stash, I want to know who won, Roper or Furley. We didn't really take account, but I'm going with Furley.
I still have to watch that Cobra Kai season. I still haven't watched that.
There are no new additions to the Go Game Aquarium. There probably won't be any for a long time. I mean, I don't know of any minis that are coming out.
Battleship movie I actually liked. It was cheesy, but saw it with my dad. Yeah, see, that's something that can be cheesy. There could be some. I think I own it. I think I got it cheap somewhere. New Letterkenny season.
What?
Starts on Christmas Day, it says. Heard Netflix series Wednesday. Oh, Christine's watching that one. Yeah, she's been watching that one. She likes it, I guess. I just don't have the patience for all these series. I don't know. Whatever it is.
Watching In-Betweeners is great. There's only 3 seasons, 18 episodes.
There was a Serai called Queer Eye.
Right? Whoops. The next mini is a Sharp 6800 in the spring. Is that here in the United States? Or is that I want a new 3DO mini. Oh, I wish they had one. I mean, not Pete. Ghost of Go Game Aquarium.
Love Letterkenny. Didn't know more were coming.
Sharp.
There you go.
8,000.
Thanks for the education, JD. Drop it. Drop sonar. God forbid. Final season of Letterkenny, possibly.
Really? I don't see that Sharp mini anywhere.
It's a shop mini. Oh, you don't have Netflix anymore, but Such Education was a good show.
Yeah, I don't have any either, Born, but there's plenty of ways around that.
I wonder what life's going to be like if I don't have Netflix. Letterkenny debuts a new season every Christmas Day for the last few years. Oh. Stashnet says, hey, Born. I'll have to see if I can do some Facebook Live stuff for us from the gig coming up. Oh, I'm sorry.
There's not been any updates on the Evercade heist, Lance. Not that I know of. I still say it's got. I can't imagine it's not an inside job either with Evercade or people at the warehouse. Just how would you know? Well, this is the one with all the special edition ones,
right?
Because the regular ones weren't taken. It just seems a little too obvious to me. But if that's the case, it should be easy enough to catch them.
we have cute nicknames going around. I think 3DO deserves a maxi. 3 times the size of the original. No heist news from Pete, and Pete would know.
Pete would know.
Sell your Nickelback albums and get Netflix. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, man. This mini is made by the maker of most minis. There's a lot of M's in that statement right there.
So I see the mini. I hadn't even heard of this mini. I didn't realize it had been announced.
This mini?
Yeah. Oh, that guy was great. At the very end of the Game Awards.
Yeah, tell me about that.
So the people who were involved with the Game of the Year, they all come up there. And there's this kid standing in the back. He looks like, I don't know, 19, 20. But he's standing behind them, and you don't think anything of it. And then they said their whatever they wanted to say, and they said thanks. And the music started to play. And then that kid came up to the mic. As he came up to the mic, one of the people were like, what? Who's this?
Did he pull a Kanye?
And he just said something like, I forgot what he said. It was something about Bill Clinton being an imposter rabbi. And he wanted to give an award to him. I don't know. It was the craziest thing ever. And as he's talking, you see like 3 or 4 guys in black suits just kind of going right at him. Well, the funny thing was
Mr. Anderson.
He didn't like interrupt their moment. It was like they were done. They were starting to leave. Then he came on the mic, and he didn't say anything offensive. It was just weird. It's like, what does that have to do with anything?
It makes no sense, right?
Yeah. So, but it was pretty funny. It was like the best part of the show. Mad Little Pixels covered the sharp. I haven't seen Mad Little Pixel in a long time.
I haven't either. Characters storyline grows. You need to stick with it till the end and be rewarded.
I don't see anywhere to even order the Sharp Mini.
Might have to interview you about it, Pete. For the documentary Born challenged me to make. We have a video challenge.
Ooh, very good. Wait, I'm right.
All right. I was going to try to find that about the video game awards. Ending. I guess I'd put in ending. Who's got any video games on their Christmas list? I suppose we're all big enough now that I guess we just kind of do it, right? There it is. Huge drama at the Game Awards. Huge.
Game Awards are meant to celebrate the best and the brightest in the gaming industry.
All right. Well, we'll see if we can get to it here. I don't know what it is. See if I can find it. Yeah, we've come a long way now. I mean, it used to be the time where we put video games on our list. But now we just buy them, right? There's no putting them on a list. Let's see. Like Jeff, you said you never even put your first game system you didn't even have on a list because you just thought it was too expensive, right?
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was like $200 in what, 1980?
Yeah.
What was that now? That's like $500, $600, something crazy.
Yeah.
No, I was never going to ask for that for Christmas.
Yeah. And then there it was.
Now StashNet, it's not the VGAs anymore. It's just the GAs.
It's just the GAs.
Kind of like Georgia. Yeah, for some reason they dropped the video out of Video Game Awards.
Because they have board games in there now or something?
That was my first thought. It's like, when you vote on board game? My guess is, this is Jeff Keighley. My guess is that it's more of a, he probably thinks it's more classy. Because Keighley loves to have the celebrities on. Even if they have nothing to do with games. He loves having them on.
Well, that's like when I see music things, like tribute things on TV, and they have people there. I'm like, what are they doing here? Were they even born when these guys started?
Well, it's kind of like, I don't know if you ever watch it like reality shows, but they'll have like a season, and then they'll do a recap. Not a recap, but it'll be like I guess it is a recap. They have everyone on, they talk about the season.
Yes.
And then the host is somebody you've never even seen before. I'm like, who is this person?
You're like, right, why are you here?
What is their connection to this show? There is none. Get out of here.
Oh, man. Said she watched the VJ, but fell asleep before the ending and saw the video of the kids. Yeah, I found it out there. I was going to show it.
Oh, there it is. I'd like to nominate this award to Orthodox Rabbi
Bill Clinton.
I think he said Reformed Orthodox, didn't he?
Oh, my gosh.
Like, what does that even mean? It's so stupid.
Had to trach you home. I'm going to watch any show that centers around hockey, though. But seriously, the development of Shoresy was really good. I was lukewarm at first. Short series left wanting more. Yeah. I haven't even heard of it. It's a long walk. 20-pound cat on my back, full White Claws and catnip.
So I heard Al Pacino was on. I must have not been watching at that time, but was he on because he's doing the voice work for a game? And why was he on? Or were they just trying to get a big celebrity?
I don't know.
That's the other thing with those game awards, man. I hate when they have people on who have nothing to do with the games. Just God.
Right. Just because they're on.
Understand why they do it. They're trying to. I don't know. I can't imagine anybody who doesn't play games, if they heard Al Pacino's going to be in the Game Awards, you're like, you know what? I got to tune in for that. I love Al Pacino. It's like, what?
It'd be like having Fred Gwynn on, and he just goes, "Utes? What's a Ute?" Surprised to see Al Pacino at the Game Awards. He probably didn't know where he was.
Robert De Niro's booked at a kid's birthday.
Hey, did Al Pacino perform his song and dance from the commercial in Jack and Jill? I haven't seen that. I did watch both Home Alone movies the first two Home Alone movies. I own the 4.
Never seen a single one.
Shut your mouth. Do yourself a favor, though.
And not watch it.
Do yourself a favor. Watch the pitch meeting about those. They're funny. They take like 4 minutes each, 4.5 minutes each. And he just tells you about the movie and how ridiculous certain things are. And it's hilarious. That's what I like about it. And then he's got certain little scenes. He'll show a little scene or a picture from the movie at certain spots.
Now, I have watched 2 Christmas movies already.
What'd you watch?
Elf.
Yeah.
And the Santa Claus.
That one I haven't watched yet.
The first one? Wait, the first one?
Yeah.
So you didn't see the next 2, right?
Oh, no, I have. I've seen them all.
Oh, okay.
I'm just talking about this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've seen Elf. I've seen Christmas Carol. The CGI one that Disney did. I watched Scrooge. I watched Scrooge with okay, so there's two of them. There's the musical with Albert Finney. I watched that, and I watched the one Scrooge with Alistair Sim, and then I watched the George C. Scott one. I haven't watched The Man Who Invented Christmas, which I do enjoy that film about the writing of the book, because I think Dan Stevens is a really good actor. I really like him.
Yeah, I want to watch that new Christmas Story too. I thought the trailer was
good. I liked it. It was a good homage. It was a good homage. Without pushing anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There was there's a real emotional part in there. And, you know, it's like, I'm feeling that. It's not like, oh, God, you really screwed that up. It was really well done. So.
Well, I'm trying to figure this out. What card game would you play with the Golden Girls versus what card game would you play with the Too Close for Comfort Girls and the Three's Company Girls?
What card game would you play with the Golden Girls? Oh, I get it. Okay. Well, I mean, strip poker, of course, with the.
Oh, like what? I think I'd like to play Magic the Gathering with the Too Close for Comfort Girls. I think that'd be fun.
Ooh, there you go.
They look like they'd be Magic players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They can come over and the whole family we can all play. Did you guys see the Key and Peele pitch meeting for Gremlins 2? I did not. And every time I hear Key and Peele, all I can think of is substitute teacher. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Well, did you know? I forgot that there was a certain somebody, well-known somebody. Well, I mean, especially in this country. I mean, all over the world now, but who was in Home Alone 2?
Oh yeah, Trump was in that.
Yeah, and right after Trump was in it, they were on their way to the suite, and Rob Schneider, he did a great job in that movie. He's just funny. Some of it's just his facial stuff. What?
Pete,
all of them.
I'm gonna have to give you a timeout, Pete. Oh, that's too offensive.
That is.
And I'd let B. Arthur.
I know, right? I thought that's what you were talking about.
He had to go there. It's not bad enough it's strip poker with the Golden Girls, but it has to be.
Oh, and then Stashnet had to say it too. Strip poker with the Golden Girls. I would have to go with a hard no on that one. Or just a limp no on that one.
So does anyone know why the original actress was not in the new Christmas Story? Because she's alive, I believe.
I don't know. Want to do it? I don't know, but the gal that was in there from Airplane, she was really good. She did a great job.
Like I said, it's the only thing that's bothering me about that movie.
Okay.
Not having the original mom.
Okay, so let's look it up. Christmas Story Christmas.
I mean, I'm assuming they asked her and she just said no.
That's probably about right. I mean,
maybe she's, who knows? Maybe she's sick. I don't know. It'd be awkward if someone came in the room in the middle of a Golden Girls, especially if you come in late.
Why A Christmas Story Christmas recast Ralphie Parker's mom. While decorating trees with flashing lights and ornaments is a tradition enjoyed by many around the world during the Yuletide season, one whimsical event sets the U.S. apart: the 24-hour marathon airing of A Christmas Story. Blah, blah, almost 40 years ago. The gang reconnects 1970s, roughly 30 years after the events. However, one glaring change has been the recasting of matriarch Mother Parker, who was originally played by Melinda Dillon and is now played by Julie Haggerty. In the first film, yes, we know, Dillon went on to act for decades. Yes, her last credited, blah, blah, blah. Although Dillon has stepped away from acting, she reunited with her Christmas Story castmates in 2018 to celebrate the film's 35th anniversary. Dylan, who won acclaim for her Tony Award-winning Broadway as Honey. In their 60s, I want to do stories that have meaning for me. I hope for other people, she told the New York Times. I would like to have more money. I would like to live better than I am living, but I have principles that restrain me from doing some things. It's my politics, if you will. The Alabama-raised actress has also been open about the mental health struggles she endured during the Broadway debut. I had the American dream to go to New York and study with Lee Strasberg. I guess I just wasn't prepared for it all to happen so quickly in New York, she told the Times.
I wonder if there's something about the new movie that was bothering her then.
Well, either that or she just didn't want to get back into doing another movie again. She's stepping away from that.
She needs money. It sounds like a perfect opportunity.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, does anyone know why?
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell's Ralphie's name in real life? Peter or something? Billingsley.
Yep.
Yeah, Peter Billingsley.
Yeah.
Anyone know why he wasn't credited in Elf? Like, did he request that, or was it just a big mistake? Because it wasn't like he was just walking around. He had a few lines.
Yeah. Oh, he had a lot.
Yeah. So,
Peter Billingsley.
Yes, Beaver's mom was on the was in the Airplane movie. She spoke jive.
She did quite well. I speak jive.
Oh, stewardess. I speak jive.
Oh, man.
I'm not sure if they could have cast a better actress for that role. Beaver's mom.
No, that was wonderful. I loved that. Well, let's see here. I don't know. Let me see if I can, maybe I just typed that wrong. An Elf. Actor Peter Billingsley played an iconic role, blah, blah, blah. Appearance in Elf. The movie Elf, cool, interesting things you never knew. He played Ming Ming. Let's see if I don't know. That might take forever to find where it says it.
Well, we got 2 minutes.
That's just long enough. That's the new forever. 2 minutes.
Anyone ever hide behind a sofa when someone knocked on the front door?
I don't know, but I'm waiting for somebody to chime in and says, "Oh, is that all the longer sex is now?" That's the new forever. 2 minutes.
If Jehovah's Witnesses are coming.
What?
She said they only would hide if it was a Jehovah's Witness.
Everybody down. Billingsley also made a cameo in Elf. Producer Billingsley. Oh, was he the producer of that film? Who is best known as Ralphie in Christmas Story, made a cameo. Not really a cameo. It's not a cameo. Isn't it a cameo? Isn't that?
Well, no, he was in like 2 or 3 scenes, and he had
yeah. Part of why I asked you to cameo in the film was because I wanted some of the Christmas Story, that good mojo, Favreau said to Billingsley, who has gone on to have a successful career as a producer and worked with Favreau on the Iron Man movie because he was in that too. We were half joking, saying maybe someday this will be like a Christmas Story, where every year you'll watch it, because there are a few movies that get to be part of that cycle. It doesn't say shit about why.
Peter Billingsley is in 2 of the all-time great Christmas movies. Unbelievable,
right?
Considering it's not like he did a lot of acting.
No.
I mean, all I know of is Real People and the TV show. Shirley wasn't acting, I guess, but
Right.
and then that movie. I'm sure he's in other stuff, but I just never saw him.
Yeah, I wonder.
So is Peter Billingsley related to Barbara Billingsley? I'm guessing no, since I've never heard it, but it's not a name. It's not a last name you hear a lot of.
Well, and is Dylan related to Matt?
Oh. Let's see.
I don't know. But that killed 2 minutes.
Peter was in the series Sherman Oaks in the 90s. His sister had big norks. I never heard that term before. But I think
I'm assuming what you're talking about.
His sister in real life or his sister on the show? Peter Billingsley is good friends with Vince Vaughn.
Oh, wow.
What do you think Vince would have in some of his movies? What does Peter Billingsley do anyway?
What do you mean?
Is he in show business still?
Yeah, he's a producer, I think is what it was getting at. He does. Pete hit it. Did he already do a go? Because I see a game. Did he do a go?
Right there.
Oh,
go.
There it is. One of my favorite Christmas songs was from Charlie Brown. Yeah. I mean, they have different iterations of those on CD. You can get the Christmas one. There's also the Vince Guaraldi trio one that's or Vince Guaraldi Orchestra, whichever it is. Oh, the kitty.
You don't seem very happy, Bongo.
Yeah, Vince Guaraldi. They actually did a show years ago when he was doing all that stuff. It was a special called "Cast Your," what is it? To the wind. Cast your whatever it is. So yeah. Anyway,
Perry's making a comeback. Perry had gotten down to I think 5 pounds or less. We don't know why. She just wasn't really eating, but we've just been giving her all kind of meat and fatty things to pump her up, and she's moving around a lot better. She's like back to normal.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I thought she was starting to fade away there, but now she's. I think that helped her out. I don't know why she wasn't eating.
That's we had our cat was being a little finicky, and now he's doing better. He's eating, and Christine was very worried about him, and I'm like, he's fine. He's fine. And sure enough, he's fine.
So next week will be our last show before Christmas.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Well, Lance, Pete, and JD might all be on the show. Depends on what they can do. Pete seems to be the I know he's going to be out of town, so it might be hard for him to make it.
Gotcha. Yeah, and unfortunately, due to the storms Ian down there in Florida, I'll be here throughout the holidays. So it's not like
I was going to ask you because I thought you usually went to Florida.
We do. It's totally devastated down there. I mean, there's nothing we could. The buildings where we stay are still there, unlike a lot of other buildings. So those buildings are there, but they were really like the office had where there's a window and a door smashed a hole. It's just a hole in the wall. The office isn't there. The stuff in it isn't there, but most everything else is devastated there. And so there's not even any businesses to go back to.
Wow.
So it's not like we're going to go down and get pizza at the Sandbar anymore. We're not going to do any of that. You couldn't do it. So we couldn't even stay where we stayed. But on top of that, nothing is. The only thing that kind of survived was they're constructing a new Margaritaville there. So it's kind of
maybe
weird.
Next year you can go. I
don't know, man. I think it's going to be a couple of years. I think it'll be this year and at least next year, and then maybe we'll go back the next year. That things will be back. I mean, everything's going to be new. I mean, There was a preserve that we walked through with Logan and his wife, and there's photos of it now. Everything's just decimated. It's all gone. The lighthouse that was there is there, but the buildings around it gone. It's just weird how it's just wiped out.
See, I just hurt my elbow again. It just got it.
Just out of the blue.
Yeah, like shot. I put my arm down and the elbow was kind of weird and it shot a pain down. All right. I need to go.
Yeah, you need
to go lay down.
Yeah.
Put my arm
I need to go lay
like
down
this.
and forget about the day.
All right. So we'll be back Thursday or next Wednesday with a big show.
Big shoe.
A big shoe. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
5 likes from Facebook. That's an all-time record.
That is fantastic.
It is.
Oh, how many people do we have now? Because I mean, am I getting close to having to read my letter?
Yeah. We're 5 away.
Shut your mouth. I may be reading my letter next week.
We were 6 away twice. And every time we get to 496, it's dropped.
Pete,
so right
get
now
on
we're
it.
495.
Pete,
so yeah,
5 subscriptions.
We could very well hit it before the end of the year.
Yeah, I'll just talking to people. I'll talk to 6 people tomorrow. Get right on there and do it.
More signs we're getting old, guys.
So remember, if you're here in town, if you want to go to a really cool place, get yourself down to Frenchtown Records. It's really cool. It's down in Soulard. There's plenty to do down there. It's down towards the city. So if you want to go, you can go to the Arch and do that thing. But John, we had a really good time there today. I could have stayed for longer. But they also do stereo equipment down there too. So if you have any old stereo equipment, you can take that down there. I'm going to take my turntable down there either later this week or next week and just see if it's ready to go and okay. So anyway, have a great rest of the week.
All
and
right.
we will see you next week.
We'll see you. Bye.